Well, howdy, partner. Where to, partner? Penthouse.
Well, hello, Sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office. I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
Floor.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot. Thank you.
You've been a busy courier, haven't you? I will admit, when you ignored my invitation, I predicted negative outcomes. Well, enough. Let's have the chip, then. Fine. Give me the chip and I'll pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated. Such a small thing, isn't it? Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale. Back then, anyway. That's where the chip was printed, on October 22nd, 2077. It was to have been hand-delivered to me here at the Lucky 38 the next day. But the bombs fell first. Suffice it to say, the delivery was never made. Some things are more easily shown than told. Take the elevator all the way down to the bottom level, and you'll see what I mean. Don't worry, you'll like what you see. Step closer to the demonstration area, if you would. I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium alloy housing that protects its electronic core deflects small arms and shrapnel easily enough. Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Glassinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the Securitron is armed with a 9mm submachine gun. All of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons have had to get by running the Mark I operating system, which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time, Securitrons running the Mark II OS. The M235 missile launcher gives the Securitron the ability to engage ground targets at significantly longer ranges. And a rapid-fire G-28 ensures the Securitron is deadly in close-range engagements. The software upgrade also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it. Return to the penthouse now. We have much to discuss. Trips to the basement are rarely so educational, don't you think? I've since broadcast the upgrade to every Securitron in range of my transmitters. To secure the future of New Vegas, I must have your assistance. The work ahead is dangerous, but you weather danger well. The next step will require you to infiltrate Caesar's camp at Fortification Hill. I want you to open a hatch in the basement of the derelict weather station atop Fortification Hill. You'll recognize it on sight.
The hatch bears the logo of the Lucky 38, same as the Platinum chip. Something very important. I wouldn't want to spoil. I'm not offering you an incentive as crude as money, though there'll be plenty of that. What I'm offering you is a ground floor opportunity in the most important enterprise on Earth. What I'm offering is a future. For you, and for what remains of the human race. Here, take the Platinum chip again. You will need it. Upon arrival at the fort, it's likely that you'll be searched and the chip taken from you. Don't worry, it will come back to you.
Be advised.
Congratulations, partner. The boss is in... You can bring your friends too. Be like a little... Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy. Casino floor.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss. You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Give me a shout if you need anything else. The great Take Awe. True to Caesar.
Halt! What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider? You wear the mark of Caesar. You must be... You may continue, but be warned.
Awe, are you ready to head up? By order of Caesar, all visitors must alcohol and... I know not why you may bear Caesar's... Your belongings will...
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the burned man.
Our way, true to Caesar.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the door. You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, I like the servile attitude. Keep it up. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So, goodbye.
Caesar has permitted your weapons to be Caesar has put a lot of trust in you. Be worth it.
I see you reached your destination safely. Shall we get to work? As you know, the Platinum chip upgrades my Securitron's operating software. Well, there's an army of them here. The Securitrons policing the Strip are a fraction of the total number manufactured. The rest... I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at. Good. I won't hold you.
Do not attempt to flee. Will be swiftly and fast. Hostile target.
Your work here is done. You have a very bright future.
You've carried out Caesar's will, but I must Wale. You've carried out Caesar's will. Your...
Move along.
What? Are you serious?
Have a
I
nice
gotta
day.
see that.
Excuse me, but are you the courier? Oh, well, I heard, and we were wondering if you could help us. This is important enough to the followers that we scraped together the caps required for the credit check. And I'm staying at Vault 21, which is pretty cheap. Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, of course no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38. No, wait, please. Mr. House, unlike Mr. House, refugees in New Vegas don't have the luxury of constant I guess we could thank NCR for that. Anyway. Do you mind if I ask why? Well, I guess that makes some sense. After all, you're the first person who's set foot in there in over 200 years. Let me know if you change your mind. I'll be around here or in Vault 21.
Where to, partner?
Goodbye.
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the Strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam. Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base, resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the Boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion. Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable. Recently, one of my roaming Securitrons observed a man near the base